Hey guys, Big J here, and I am in a cool, awesome build that I actually built a couple months ago for some really good friends of mine, and this is going to be a little bit of a showcase and walking around and show you guys what it's all about. So this is the spawn for the Oasis Feed the Beast server. Not many people have probably seen this. I should say maybe, I don't know, 50 or 60 people at least, because this is still a private server, it's whitelisted and everything, but yeah, I spent a good amount of time building this place and I figured why not show it off. So when you spawn into the game, you obviously end up right here inside this clock tower, and you can kind of look up and see all the gears. And if we go outside here, you can see that it is quite tall. Actually, it almost goes all the way up to the boundary of the sky, since these are actually all floating islands. But when I started building this, I didn't really know where I was going to be going with it, and I wanted some kind of centerpiece. Oasis SMP, the sister server, they always have like this really nice big tree that you always spawn in at first and stuff. So I wanted something different, but in a similar way where it's kind of like an iconic piece. So I thought, why not a clock tower? And I really like how all the gears turned out, and the material used, a lot of railcraft blocks, micro blocks. This is Thaumcraft arcane stone, so I think it turned out really nice. So when you exit, you come down this staircase here onto this little side island with some great wood trees from Thaumcraft and some silver woods, and a nice little pond here, and I believe some of these lily pads. Yeah, so you see the particles are leaping lily pads. If I look at it there, you see leaping lily pads. They give you jump and speed, which is pretty fun. And I've gotten distracted on those many a time. And then we can make our way across this little bridge here. A lot of micro blocks used. Graywood has just really nice rich color to it, as well as the planks. So I did use those a lot for this, which is the Magical Town Island. So like Magic Town. And more railcraft blocks, but anyway, this kind of is for anyone who's interested in magic. It has all the items here that kind of get you started, and some of the cool ones that are a little bit later on in the game. So we have like a wand shop, and got that set up. Some really cool stuff in here. Some flowers, and these are different things that are made in magic or used in magic. You don't want to jump into those. Those are void brambles. Now, they don't void you. What they do is they teleport you about like 200 to 300 blocks away from where these are. So they're pretty fun. It's pretty cool, but still. Some statue. I used glowstone glass here, which at night makes everything glow. Obviously, it has the same properties as glowstone, so I really like that. Got a potion shop here. We had to actually encase everything because even with this area protected, you can still pull stuff off the shelf. So we had to make sure that there's something between people and everything. Not that we don't trust anyone, but you know, it's better that way. Sadly, connected textures don't work when you're micro blocking. So, but what we're really kind of focused on when we were making this is trying to make not organic, I guess kind of haphazard, buildings all kind of connecting, and using the dark great wood, kind of medieval style, I guess would be a pretty good way to describe it. I'm using some levitators, what's it? Yeah, arcane levitators, some armor cases, and coming up here. And it's just really nice to kind of just walk around and explore and see what are the different items that are up here. Arcane boar, nice little magic mirror. That is Jaywell from the Oasis servers. He built his house over there, and you know it's a pretty neat town. I personally like it a lot. If I can get down here, there we go. Come on, you have to hold shift on these things. Magic walls, which are awesome looking. Oh, this is actually one of my... I like how the lights look in here, and how they come across. Oh, you see that right there? Glimmer of light. Hate those things. Those are the bane of my existence building here. But that's another story for another day. This is the Essentia Room. It has every Essentia that Thumbcraft has in a jar somewhere. That took a while to figure out. Luckily, Ariella helped me out with that, or Ariella, she helped me out with that, and because she's awesome at Thumbcraft. And over there is another shop, which is the Witchery House. It's just a tiny little hut. But yeah, so I really enjoyed building this. I really did, because it's a very comfortable style for me, being the medieval sort of style, and kind of just trying to pepper the magic through. We figured that was the best kind of way to go with it, because you know, you're not going to have any kind of futuristic thing for technology. But overall, this is kind of what the island looks like. And I think, like I said, I think it turned out really nicely. All different kinds of wood coming from forestry and extra trees and stuff. Oh, actually, I didn't show you guys below these. So since these are floating islands, I personally thought we needed a reason that these things are floating. So there's magic crystals in the ground. And these are from Mistcraft and Biomes of Plenty and Ars Magic 2. I kind of did some particles with different kinds of clouds around them, and I thought that was really kind of a nice touch for the islands to actually be floating, because it's not just floating islands, you know. I don't know. And there's also different kinds of floating islands for the machine island and the agriculture island, but we'll get to that here in a second. So back to the ground. Now we are going to another connector island here. And I love these trees. Are my particles on for this to happen? Yeah. I am in fast graphics, if you can't tell by the solid leaves. But otherwise, it's just a little bit too laggy. I just love, just some magical snow floating down. So nice. In the sky, the fog is nice in this. It's all pink and cyan. So these are the barracks and the forge. After being on this nice little pretty island, we go right to the big tough guy area. And this kind of shows different things you can do and use from Tinker's Construct. So we have some smelteries in here. This guy. This is the igniter. I wired it up down there. There we go. And let's see, what else? I have some different armors, I believe, in here. And I used some pretty cool blocks, I think. Yeah, some different iron armor. His head just sticking out. Power suit. That's Ars Magica armor. Come on, classic diamond armor. Twilight Forest. Twilight Forest. These are targets, which are pretty cool. You can hook them up with redstone to redstone lamps, and if you hit them with a bow and arrow, it'll light them up. Actually, let me see if I can do that real quick, just to show you guys. So, and the more accurate you are, the longer the light stays on. So I thought that was a pretty cool. Yeah, that was terrible. Right, come on. Yeah, look at that. Oh, pro. I know, guys. I'm super pro. Then you can come over here to the elevator blocks and jump up onto the turret with some item cannons. Still haven't figured out how these particularly work, but I thought they were pretty cool looking. And yeah, this is the Forge Island. Nothing too crazy, but I thought it was just nice to kind of add that to it and have a little bit of a differentiation between the two. There's the Agriculture Island. And I had help from Miss Captain Cupcake on this island. She is, of course, a great builder for Oasis and a great staff member, and she obviously helped me out with this one. So, onto the Machine Island. Now, this was another island. I really like building this, and it took me a while to get into the style of something more modern looking. It's not really modern, though. It's definitely an older style, but I don't know exactly where this lands. Neoclassic? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking way too into this. So this island, though, is powered by jet engines. And I use different tanks full of different liquids to kind of make the fire look. And then I have tanks of oil up here, and they kind of connect down into the engines, which I thought was pretty cool looking. So these, since this is machines and stuff, we're not using the magic crystals that are holding up, the magic island. We got to go hard and do the actual, jet engines holding up this giant mass, just like ripped it out of the ground. Now it's just flying. So this first, in the tallest building here, kind of a skyscraper, high rise, if you want to say, is kind of like a little apartment sort of, but each level in this has different mods, and it shows off different mods. Just like over the Magic Town, it showed off Thaumcraft and Witchery and the different items. This does it more by mod by itself. So let's see here, extra utilities, green screen block. But all the different generators and conveyor belts and all that kind of stuff. Ender Quarry, Ender Pump, yeah, Angel Block. Factorization, and we got MFFS, so what was it? Modular force field systems, yeah, and power suits, the power suit mod, because those are awesome. Let's see, logistics pipes. Oh, logistics pipes are classic. My first sorting system ever was logistics pipes. And open blocks. Now this is the crazy room. This is, to be honest, this is one of my favorite rooms. Does this go up? Oh, and Bibliocraft. Let's go back down here real quick. This room is just freaking nuts. We have the fan that you can turn on and off. Sponge, tanks, XP, all the different things. Oh, just, let's see, auto enchanter, rope ladders, and it looks like you can see, but these are inverted sky blocks. Like, how neat is that? So awesome. Paint. See if I can get to do open hand. Yeah. just a crazy place. And then of course Bibliocraft up here, because who doesn't want to live in style and has some pretty cool looking shelves and desks and chairs and food and cookies and so on and so forth. Let's get all the way down to the ground floor and move on into the Applied Energistics shop. I had a fun time building this one. This is, to be honest, I think this was the first building I built on this island, using Twilight Forest Maze brick, which looks awesome. I love that color. Just really hard to get, legitimately. Quartz crystals, and this kind of just shows you what you can do with the ME system and stuff like that. There's a little bit of a basement down here. On this is a transition plane. What happens is a melon is grown here. This is basically like an automatic harvester. So that gets that breaks it and sucks it into the system, and voila. So I thought that was pretty neat. This is the quantum link chamber. Oof. You can basically transmit the items from your ME system in one location all the way like across the map to another one. By supplying it power and everything. It's pretty cool. And these are just some different chests that there is. The dirt chest 9000 all the way up to the crystal chest where you can actually see the items inside of it. So all awesome and cool. Let's see, ender chests. There was some ender chests here. I think we might got rid of them. And then I think next is the thermal expansion shop. Kind of go over train smashers and how to generate cobble and generate snow and ice and stuff. Let's see, how to make lava with magma crucible and tesseracts and how they work. So just kind of go through all this mod, because the thermal expansion, I feel, is a very solid beginner's mod, and you want to learn this and you want to have it. The different energy cells and so on. And this little shop is for pneumatic craft, and I have not played with this, and I don't know who has, but the stuff looks awesome. It looks really cool. I just don't know what it does or how it works, so one of these days I'm sure I'll learn it. And pretty cool buildings, I personally think. Mine Factory Reloaded, all these different blocks. This one's pretty boring. It's just levels and levels of rows and rows of Mine Factory Reloaded blocks. So there's just so many things in this mod that you have to do. Vine scaffolding, which is awesome. Harvester and a planter and a fertilizer setup, so people can kind of see how that works. And then this building, I think, yeah, industrial craft, build craft, rail craft, that kind of stuff. Showing off tanks and boilers and engines, and this is the IC2 and all the different machines. Of course, nuclear reactor, saying please talk to us before you fire one off. Yeah, I think this is just the attic with nothingness. So really trying to cover all the mods with it. And, oh yeah, computer craft. I don't think we really finished this one, but just showing off the monitors and the systems. It's hard to show computer craft because you have to do the code. And of course now this is the tree, and this is kind of where this is where Cupcake came in to help me. And this is incredible. This had to take her forever. I'm pretty sure it took her forever. But this is actually a tree museum, and as you go up, it has every log, what it looks like inside, and the plank, and of like, oh, like it's crazy. And you just go up, look at more, go up, and look at more, go up, look at more. So many different woods, but so many awesome building. Oof, staring at that different building material. And now I believe if you keep going up, you will end up on top of the actual giant tree. Now this tree literally goes up to the sky. You're above the clock tower now, and I think it gives you a pretty cool look down. It's actually so far down that it's hard to render. Actually, while the sun's going down, let's get a better look at this spawn here, because this is my favorite spot to kind of come look at the work. And you know, there's the clock tower looking awesome with the sun setting behind it, and you know, a nice windmill and the magic island and tech island, and it's just, oh, I'm really proud of this build. I really am, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to do it. And before I do my final speech, obviously we got to go over Cupcake's awesome build down here. I love this shop. She made this awesome windmill and then this awesome shop there. You basically come into a mom and pop store and you can buy whatever you like. Let's see. Aha, there it is. Secret elevator, of course. Come up here and look at how this is being powered. And all this is, oh, in a basement. I didn't even realize there was a basement. Milk and honey and ooh. These are aura blocks which change colors depending on where it's located. All of her awesome flowers and gardens and her balloon suspending islands. Oh, really great. This is the Twilight Forest time tree, and it makes anything around it grow quicker. So of course you better use your ender pearls around these, or ender lily seeds, so you can get your ender pearls. Also, I just remember this when I landed. So you can look at the water, see how it's like moving and looking cool and stuff. This is actually in a tank though, and then she outlined it with thin micro block grass, so it kind of covers up that seam and looks really nice. She did a great job. And her bees over here, she is the bee master, so she kind of did a little setup so people can see how to do the bee apiaries and automate them and stuff. And yeah, it's just, she did a great job, and I really appreciated her helping me with that island. It's been a pleasure building with her for, God, probably almost a year now on many projects. But yeah, that's about it, guys. I think I covered the entire couple islands, and yeah. Oh yeah, these are held up by giant fans, by the way, and that island over there too. But yes, this is the end, I promise. I've bugged you enough with my tour around, but I am, like I said, I'm very proud of this project, and I'm glad I had the opportunity to do it. And bring Oasis another great build, and I hope that I'll be able to do some more and show it off for you guys. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.